today. This is our 100th Bearcat homecoming honoring 101 queens, as there were co-queens in 1955. We've had 91 football homecoming queens and 9 basketball homecoming queens. The Bearcat Marching Band will be playing "You Are" of Mr. Brian Rhodes and Mrs. Angela Rhodes. Please welcome our 2020 Bearcat Football Homecoming Royalty. 7th grade maid, Miss Bailey Harbor. Bailey is a trainer for the 7th grade football team and is the daughter of Mr. Sean Harbor. Bailey is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Caden Shelton. Caden is the son of Mrs. Michelle Shelton and the late Mr. Ronnie Shelton. 7th grade maid, Miss Bailey Harbor. 8th grade maid, Miss Mary Haynes. Mary is a member of the BJHS basketball team. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Chris Herrera and Mr. and Mrs. Mark Whitaker. Freshman maid, Miss Kelsey Boersma. Sophomore maid, Miss Megan Reed. Megan is a member of the BHS Cheercats. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Steve Reed. Megan is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Jarrett Mitchell. Jarrett is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Larry Mitchell. Miss Megan Reed, sophomore maid. Junior maid, Miss Haley Lunsford. Haley is a member of the BHS Lady Cat volleyball team. She is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Heath Lunsford. Haley is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Gavin Kent. Gavin is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ross Kent. Junior maid, Miss Haley Lunsford. Senior maid, Miss Emily Nelson. Emily is a trainer for the Bearcat football team. She is the daughter of Miss Sarah Kiefer and Mr. Matt Nelson. Emily is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Elijah Wells. Elijah is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael Metcalf and Mr. and Mrs. Shane Wells. Senior maid, Miss Emily Nelson. And our homecoming queen for 2020, Miss Brooklyn Zarlingo. Brooklyn is a member of the BHS Cheercats, Lady Cat volleyball team, Bearcat tennis team, Lady Cat softball team, and the BHS track team. She is the daughter of Mr. David Zarlingo and Miss Holly Zarlingo. Brooklyn is escorted by senior Bearcat, Mr. Ethan Wooldridge. Ethan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Mark Wooldridge. The children participating in our ceremony are, carrying the game football, Mr. Cade Reyes. Cade is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Brian Reyes. Carrying the Queen's Bouquet, Miss Baker Crowley. Baker is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Doc Crowley. And carrying the Queen's Crown is Rex Bolyard. Rex is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jed Bolyard. Assisting with the crowning is 2019 Homecoming Queen, Miss Shelby Posey. Shelby is a freshman at the University of Central Arkansas and is majoring in physical therapy. Crowning the Queen is Senior Bearcat Mr. Ethan Muldridge. There you have, ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Booneville Football Homecoming Queen, Miss Brooklyn Zarlingo, and her court of royalty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the 100th homecoming game ceremony, what you want to ever want to call it, um, in Bearcat history. So it's pretty awesome. Um, I don't know many schools that could say that, Isaac. 100 years of homecoming football, and give you some stats on the series. Well, there ain't none. So this is the first meeting ever between the Mayflower Eagles and the Booneville Bearcats. Coming into this game, the Eagles are 1-4 and 1-1 in conference and ranked 31st in Class 3A. The Cats are 4-1 and 1-0 in conference. Only loss comes to Warren last week by 7 points. I almost went blank. That's bad. Anywho, so that don't count as a conference game since it was a non-conference opponent. And so, how's that affect us for the playoffs? Well, it gets interesting as we goes down the road. We've talked about it, and pretty much it goes off total number of conference wins. So whoever has the most will be the top seed, and then on down. Then it goes off head-to-head battles, and then tiebreaker points, and then a coin toss to decide playoff seeding. So teams do have the chance and opportunity to opt to play if they're not the 1 through 5 seed, so they can play a play-in, kind of like the NCAA double um, for basketball. They have the play-in games, so it'll be interesting once the playoff picture starts coming around, more full picture, I guess you can say. But coming in, the Eagles are averaging only 14 points a game while giving up 31. Cats are coming in averaging 34 points a game while giving up 17. The Cats have had two guys go over 200 yards this season, and believe it or not, the last time somebody went over 200 yards, one of the times, was against Warren. And yes, both times we had a guy go over 200 yards against Warren, we lost. But that's a pretty good stat. Have two guys go over 200 yards. And I'd have to ask Glenn the last time we had multiple games with guys going over 200 yards in a season. Um, I will give you the conference standing as of right now. Right now in first is Atkins. They're 4-1, 2-0 in conference, and they have 21 tiebreaker points. Followed by us and Paris with both one conference win. With we both have 13 conference or tiebreaker points, and then in battling, I guess you can say for third, well technically fourth and fifth as of right now. Perryville and Mayflower are both 1-1 in conference. Perryville has 13 tiebreaker points, and Mayflower has 8. Two Rivers and Danville both have one loss in conference, and Baptist Prep, which will be the Cats' opponent next week at Baptist Prep, is 0-2 in conference. So if you don't understand the tiebreaker points, the way it goes is every game that you win that's more than 14 points, you get 13 points for. Anything less than that, it's however many you beat the opponent by. So with that, here's the captains for the Cats and the Eagles. Number 22 for the Eagles, that's going to be J.T. Colvin. And number 7 for the Cats, that's Chance Bouchard. As well as the seniors down here, number 54, that's Jared Dirk Mitchell, Caden Shelton, Gavin the Golden Leg Kent, Ethan Woldridge, Jacob Herrera, and Elijah Wells. And those are your seniors.
Side judge, Archie Elam, and back judge, Ed Gordon. Our
freshman maid was Kelsey Bournesma. So, 8th grade maid, Mary Haynes. And our 7th grade maid was Bailey Harbor. Your homecoming queen for 2020 is Miss BZ, as Chuck likes to say, Brooklyn Zarlingo. We had the pep rally here in Bearcat Stadium. The Cats have deferred, right? So the Eagles will kick, and they will be kicking towards the sunset. The Cats will be defending the old field house. I wasn't watching him. What do you do? Yep. We did. Deferred?
What means we get the ball twice? Is that what that means?
I'm guessing. He deferred. Tell him what you saw.
Do what?
Tell him what you saw.
I saw what I saw. You just want to pay attention.
I need to pay attention. That's what it is, folks. I gotta pay attention.
Had official was there. It's tough. Yes. Went to the other guy. So we're kicking.
Here comes Booneville Bearcats.
Here come your Booneville Bearcats.
We deferred and they chose to kick. It means we get the ball twice. Right?
Yeah. If I understand that correctly.
That's what I think. Pretty sure we deferred. They chose to kick. Unless I'm missing something.
No. I think he had it at T. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Joe Wigton and all the Wigtons there at Joe's house.
That didn't match what I saw, but
JT Colvin and number 1, Jamaica Williams are deep for the
So
Mayflower Eagles.
yeah. So we're kicking
Mayflower thinks to get it nowhere
towards
here.
the old field house, but we was facing.
Between Conway and
yeah.
Little Rock.
Oh well.
Anywho's, we're kicking. So give a shout out to Joe Wigton and the whole family. Got Jake and Tinley, Zach, Brittany, Caden, Cole, and Cash. And you have Angie and Joey and Joe Wigton. They're all there in Joe's house in northeastern Pennsylvania. And let me know if you can hear something now, Joe.
And let's get it going. Gavin Kent kicks it off.
Here's the kick from Mr. Kent. High kick. It's fielded by number 1. That's going to be Williams. He gets up over the middle. He's got some room. Will he go? Rocky Ross says, no, sir, not today. Tackles him at the 40-yard line of the Cats.
Number 1, Jermichael Williams on a big return for the Mayflower Eagles.
43-yard line before Rocky Ross could run him down.
So the Eagles, they're going to come out. They kind of do, I'd say a wing tee, but not really. Variation, very different setups out of that. They got a wing back, fullback, got a tee back. The Cats like to do more of an option. They do more counter stuff like that. They do like to pass, so see a variation of that. Here's the big fullback. That's number 34. That's going to be Ernest. I believe that was Rocky Ross on the stop for the Cats.
He's brought down from behind by number 4, Rocky Ross.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 41-yard line of the Cats.
The other nose guards we've had in the past. Justin Shackelford comes to mind.
Got one receiver over here to the right, one to the left, and this is going to be a handoff to big fullback again. That's going to be Ernest. He gets maybe 2-3 yards there on the carry. Number 2 is going to come in. That's going to be Ed Pye. I believe he plays tight end.
Yeah, so they're going to run a lot of traps, a lot of blast, ISOs, sweeps, that kind of thing. Where we run a lot of option.
A little option. Like to do a little power blast, waggle. So number 8 split out over here. That's going to be Riles. Going to be a handoff over here on that's number 2. Going to be Pye. So he's back there at wing back. So that's going to make it 4th down. Let's see what they do. Give a shout out to David Tharp, him and his wife Crystal. Appreciate you watching, man. I really do. And everybody else that's watching, we appreciate y'all watching. You're part of the reason we do this. We enjoy doing it, and we, glad we're able to bring this to you, bring it to your house, and you can watch it from anywhere and watch Bearcat football all over the world. us. That's going to be Brooks Herrera back deep, the lone man. And let's see what he does. He decides to field it about the 8. And he sheds a guy, and he falls down about the 15. Fielded it about the 12.
Number 22, Brooks Herrera on the return. He's tripped up by number 1, Michael Williams.
So Ray's going to be your quarterback. Wooldridge is going to be your fullback.
15-yard line.
Brooks Herrera and Chance Bouchard is going to be your halfbacks. Jacob Herrera is going to be split out to the right.
And Chance Bouchard's going to be the other one. Wooldridge is the fullback with Brandon Ray.
Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be Ray on the keeper. Ray still on his feet. Gets maybe about 3 yards there on the carry. Number 24 on the stop for the Eagles is going to be Stevens.
Number 3, Randon Ray on the carry.
Mike Regan. He's
24.
watching from Florida.
Stevens, number 2, Ed Pye.
He says, "Go Cats, go."
Barnes, Johnny Barnes, of course, he's taking Garrett Mitchell's place with the injury. So, 2nd down and 6.
Same formation for the Cats.
9-11 to play.
Herrera goes in motion. And it's going to be Ray on the keeper. Pitches over here to Brooks Herrera. Brooks got the sideline. And he's finally wrapped up out of bounds. See where they mark him.
Number 22,
Got the
Brooks
30-yard line.
Number
22 on the stop. That's going to be JT Colvin.
Bearcat.
So that's a first down for the Cats with 9:03 left to go here in the first quarter.
Ball being spotted to be 30-yard line.
So your center for the Cats is going to be number 72. That's going to be Caden Shelton. I'll get you the other guys here in a second. Bouchard goes in motion. Got a flag. That's going to be against the Cats. It's going to be false start.
Ball start's going to go against the Bearcats.
So Brett Welling, number 55, he's going to be your right guard. Right tackle looks like that's Johnny Barnes. And Elijah Wells, he's going to be your left guard. And Cameron Osborne getting his first start tonight at left tackle. Bouchard goes in motion. And it's going to be Ray on the keeper. Iron Man. He's got some field. Will he go? Out over to the 40. 35. Pushed out at the 35 by number 22. That's going to be Colvin again.
He finally pushed out down by 22, JT Colvin. But that's a Booneville Bearcat. First down.
Does a good job blocking on that outside. Jason Gores now comes in.
So that's a nice little 40-yard run there.
Ball spotted at the Mayflower.
8:44 left to go here in the first quarter, and the Cats are in Eagles territory. Bouchard goes in motion, hard count by Ray, and it's going to be offsides against the Eagles. No,
Left tackle.
Mayflower. Yep, against the Eagles.
Mayflower.
It's going to go against the Eagles.
Defensive end jumped.
Defensive end jump.
That brings you to the Eagles 30-yard line. First down.
I'd like to give a happy birthday shout out to Aunt T, Miss Tinley, as the kids call it. Joe calls her. So happy birthday, Aunt T. I'd like to give a late happy birthday to Mr. Isaac Brown. Birthday was Monday. He does the camera, the computer. Ray hands off to Wooldridge right up the middle, and he gets maybe a yard. Looks like 55 in there, and number 24. White Hoops and Stevens on the stop.
20 Ethan Wooldridge on the carry.
So it's going to make it 2nd and 4 from the 29-yard line of the Eagles. Jacob Guerrero is going to be split out here to the left. Mason Gores is your tight end on the right-hand side. Backfield is still the same with Brooks Herrera in motion this time. Ray on the keeper, pitches over here to Brooks. He's got some blocks. Brooks Herrera loses the ball. And looks like the Eagles will take over. Number 23 on the recovery. That's going to be Bryant, able to jump on it before it goes out of bounds.
23 jumps on it.
Yep.
Turnover for the Cats.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 13-yard line.
So the Eagles are going to have their second possession of the game. They're going to start on their own 13 this time, compared to being in Bearcat territory earlier.
First and 10, Mayflower. Lamar has gone ahead of Bowling, 7-0.
It's going to be
Up the middle, going running back.
Was that number 2 on the carry, I believe? Yeah. It's going to be Pye.
Woolridge on the stop.
Number 10 is going to be your quarterback for the Eagles. That's going to be Noah Gailey.
Second down.
Number 2, we had Pye on the carry.
You got number 3 back there in the backfield. That's going to be Pitts.
2-yard pickup, second 8.
Getting a little windy, isn't it?
Right now. Clarksville has an early lead on Alma.
Got 2 receivers each side. And this is going to be a busted play. Pye wound up with the ball. Looks like that was Brett Welling on the stop for the Cats, number 55. So you got Rocky Ross as your nose guard. Excuse me. Elijah Wells is your left defensive tackle. Welling is your right defensive tackle. Your 2 outside linebackers. Your right is going to be Ray Splancett. Your left one over here, that's going to be Mr. Goers. And your 2 middle linebackers is going to be Casey Matson and Ethan Woolridge. Your safeties, Brooks Herrera and Ray. You got a pass here, and he throws deep. And Brooks Herrera almost intercepted. It was almost caught by the Eagles as well. That was intended for number 22, Colvin. So that's 4th down. That comes with 6:45 left to go here in the first. So Brooks is going to be back deep. Your corners for the Cats on defense is going to be Chance Bouchard on the left. On the far right side is going to be number 6, Jacob Herrera. 22, Colvin is going to be doing the punting for the Eagles. See if the Cats can get back there and block it. Get some guys back there. High kick. Ross and Daniel was back there. And it's going to be down at the 34, 33. He marks it. So the Cats will have the ball in Eagle territory for the second time tonight.
First and 10 for the Bearcats.
Just joining us. Cats kicked off to the Eagles. And Eagles took it and returned it all the way down to the Cats 41. Cats stopped them, forced a punt. Cats drove down into Eagle territory, fumbled the ball. Eagles got the ball for the second possession. Cats made them just now punt, and it was down in the Cats or Eagles territory. Excuse me. Ray on the keeper. Ray gets maybe 5-6 yards there on the carry. Looks like number 76 in there on the stop. It's going to be Spikes.
Ray on the carry. He's tackled by 33. Gabe Morrison, 76. Randy Spikes.
Spikes. He's going to be the starting center for the Eagles. He's playing defensive end for them right now. Eagles coming out in a 4-front. Bouchard goes in motion for the Cats.
I didn't think they were lined up right.
So you had your strong side linebacker over here on this side, your outside linebacker. Herrera goes in motion now, and Woolridge with the keeper. Woolridge turning his legs. Bring number 79 on the stop for the Eagles. There is not a 79.
That's number 20, Ethan Woolridge on the carry. Tackle made by number 79 for the Eagles.
So if you know somebody from Mayflower and know who number 79 is, let us know.
Third down and 3.
So 3rd and 3, 5:28 left to go here in the first. Still scoreless.
Covered up by Khalil Bryant.
Backfield is still the same. Brooks Herrera goes in motion. This time Ray keeps it. Ray, he's going to be 22. He's going to have the first down.
Number 3, Brandon Ray on the carry, and he picks up a Booneville Bearcat. First down. Tackle by number 2, Ed Pye, number 22, J.T. Colvin.
Colvin on the stop again for the Eagles. Ray on the keeper again. Bouchard was in motion that time.
That play blew up pretty fast. James
Number 3, Brandon Ray on the carry, but he's wrapped up quick by number 79 and number 11, James Ronay.
You got a score for you real quick. Ozark is up 7-0 over Dardanelle in the first quarter. Batesville Southside is up 7-0 over Lone Oak. That is one of the losses that the Eagles have had this year. Their only win was against Baptist Prep last week. Toss over here to Bouchard on the right-hand side. Chance cuts back to the inside. He's up over the 10. Gets down to about the 8. We got number 11 on the stop. That's going to be Ronau. We'll go with Renal.
Marking at the 9-yard line. So
Number 7, Chance Broussard on the carry. He picks up a Booneville Bearcat. First down.
Shout out to Broussard. He's come a long way since last year.
yes, 4:18
Tackle
left.
was led by number 22, JT Colvin.
So it's going to be first and goal for the Cats. Broussard goes in motion again. Ray on the keeper on the right-hand side. Iron Man jumps up over the pile. Still moving those legs.
And we'll be
He's going to be stopped probably about the 2-yard line, it looks.
Kind of looks like he might have humped over.
That's number 3, Randy Ray on the carry.
Up there.
Looks like we
He
got
was
a
tackled by 9 out of the 11 players.
couple of guys coming up slow.
Johnny Groveson, he tackled by 9 out of the 11 Mayflower players. It took that many.
There's a whole slew of Eagles.
Marked it at the 1-yard line. So
Or should I say a flock of Eagles?
Second and goal from the 1.
Anyways, it's second and goal. Second and 1 from the 1 with 3:35 left to go here in the first. Herrera and Broussard are your halfbacks. Broussard goes in motion, and then Wooldridge with the keeper. Touchdown! Bearcats beat the Wooldridge from 1. That comes with 3:25 left to go here in the first. Cats are up 6-0. That's going to bring on Gavin the Golden Leg Kent to do the kicking. Peyton Tatum to do the hold for the Cats. Kick is up, and it is good. So, with 3:25 left to go here in the first, it's Booneville 7, Mayflower 0. And with that kick, if I've got this counted correctly, Gavin makes 19 until he ties the record. We'll take a little break. You're watching Bearcat football. So we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off DJ George Drive here at Shield Field. And Gavin the Golden Leg Kent to do the kicking. Nice kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. It's going to be handoff to number 3. That's going to be, well, let me get my roster here. Pitts, Jamal Pitts. Rocky Ross on the stop for the Cats.
Number 2, Ed Pye on the carry, but he is stuffed in the backfield by number 4, Rocky Ross.
Well, I guess that was Pye on the carry, number 2. So, second and 13 for the Eagles. So Galilee comes up under center, and it's going to be handoff over here. That's to number 3 this time. That's Pitts. And had a couple of guys on the stump. You got Blanson in there and Wells. And Jacob Herrera all the way from the corner position. That's always good to see. Good or bad, I'm not sure.
Number 3, Jamel Pitts on the carry. He's our number 74, Elijah Wells.
So 3rd and 9 with 2:18 left to go now. Sorry, it got too tongue-tied. Because there was 2:22 left to go here until the second quarter. Anyways, one guy split out here to the right. Got a tight end on the left-hand side. Cats get back in time. Hard count there by Galley. He's going to head off to Pitts again over here on the left-hand side. Jacob Pereira wraps him up. That's going to be 4th down. They've got him playing in close. So that's going to make it 4th and 7. And the Eagles are going to punt for the 3rd time tonight. That's going to send Brooks Herrera back deep. Looks like Chance Bouchard is going back deep as well. Colvin to do the punting for the Eagles. And this time he got a better punt. This time, last time I think it was off the side of his foot. Brooks is going to fair catch it at the 50-yard line. So the Cats will take over with 1:21 left to go here in the first, right at midfield. More like midfield in a half an inch.
Yeah, midfield minus an inch, says Zach. So, 1st and 10.
So Jacob Herrera is going to be split out here to the left. Bouchard and Brooks Herrera are your halfbacks. Wooldridge is your fullback. And it's going to be Ray on the keeper over here on the left-hand side. And he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 76. Spikes, that's going to be him on the stop. I didn't see who the other man was. So 2nd and 10. Bouchard goes in motion now for the Cats. It's going to be handoff. No, I'm sorry. It's a pitch over here to Bouchard. Chance kind of gets tripped up over to the 37-yard line.
Presenting Chance Broussard on the carry, and that's a Booneville Bearcat 1st down.
So it makes it the 3rd time the Cats are in Eagles territory tonight.
Number 22, J.T. Colvin on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats at the 30.
Goers is going to be your tight end over here on the left-hand side. Jacob Herrera, he's still on the left. Brooks Herrera goes in motion. It's going to be tossed to Brooks over here on the left. Brooks bounces out to the outside, and he's tackled for a loss by number 23, Bryant. Some of the Bearcat faithful here, they didn't like that guy stepping over Brooks, but really can't call nothing on that. I guess if it gets too bad, you can. But anyways, that looks like that's going to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So at the end of 1, your Booneville Bearcats 7, Mayflower 0. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. What's up, everybody? Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Homecoming 2020, the 100th homecoming in Bearcat history. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. And the Cats have the 3rd possession of the game. It's 7-0. The Cats are on a little drive here. It's going to be handoff to Bouchard. He cuts up the middle, lowers his shoulder, but he's wrapped up. Young man getting up. That's number 74. That's going to be Credit. Xavier Credit on the stop for the Eagles. So that's going to make it 3rd and 6. Richard goes in motion. Cats are going to reset. Got Goers, your tight end over here on the right-hand side. Jacob Pereira is your receiver. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Chance Bouchard is your left halfback. Wooldridge is your fullback. And it's going to be Ray on the keeper. Pitches over here. Ball's on the ground. Ray dives on it. And it's going to be 4th down for the Cats.
Ball on the play is recovered by the Bearcats.
And Ray had the ball on it, so it's going to be 4th down and 8.
If he's kicking that way, Gavin, make it.
You'd make it.
Yeah.
I think you could make it if you did.
Kicking against the wind, and that's going to be tough to make from right there.
That wind is picked up a lot.
The Bearcats ball at the 37-yard line of the Eagles.
So Cats going to go for it.
They're going to go for it on 4th down and 8 from the 37.
So 4th and 8 from the 37. And got a pass. And if he can shed this guy, he throws it to Jacob Pereira. Jacob! Oh! Helmet comes off,
And he didn't hang on to the football either.
but man, that would have been awesome. Wasn't able to hold on to the ball. He'll have to come out of play. So the Cats are going to turn over on downs. And with 10:39 left to go till halftime, the Eagles have the 4th possession of the game.
Yes, so Booneville goes back on defense. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I'd like to give a shout out to Faith and Maddie Means. I'm sure they're watching.
So Mayflower's in business again. It's 1st and 10.
Google says that we want to play. Please do your best to help us continue. Wear your mask, practice social distancing, and follow directives pertaining to seating requirements.
So Colvin goes in motion, but he's wrapped up by a whole slew of Cats. Mason Goers in there on the stop as well as Elijah Wells.
Woolridge is another. And Colvin remains down. Let's take a
22, JT.
Looks like we got a player down, and we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. Stanton Rice comes in for the Cats, and Mason Gorse is going to come out. The young man for the Eagles was able to come off the field, so that's always good to see. I believe that was Colvin. That was the ball carrier. So Eagles hurry to the line. Be tossed over here to Pye. Pye still on his feet, wrapped up by Rocky Ross and Ethan Woolridge again. So that's 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. And 9:40 left to go here in the second.
Ball spot at their own 41-yard line.
Give a shout out to Dummy Shepard. I'd like to give a shout out to John McKnight and Ashland. Got tossed over here. That's to Pye again. He's got the first down for the Eagles and still going. And the Eagles are into the Bearcat territory. Yep, so that's the second time tonight they are in Eagle or Bearcat territory. Eagles come to the line. That's going to be number 23 in motion. That's going to be a handoff. Ooh, nice hit. Pye tried to jump. Who was that? Was that Goers? Casey Matson, nice hit. So 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. They hurry to the line. Galilee comes up under center. Got 3 guys back there in the backfield, and it's going to be a handoff over here to, I believe that's Pitts. Wells off the bottom of the pile. So that's going to make it 3rd down for the Eagles.
Number 3, Jamal Pitts on the carry.
Give a shout out to Jeremy Pruitt. Not sure if McKenzie's watching, but if she is, give a shout out to Miss Mackenzie Pruitt as well. 7:50 left to go here till halftime. It's 7-0 Cats over the Eagles. One receiver over here to the left.
Away from the area. I know Western Yale's game
Galley taking his time.
be an 8-man game. That got canceled.
Calls for a man to go in motion. Nobody went, and they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. So we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Got some scores for you real quick. Hector's up 14-7, or 14-0, sorry, over Magazine. And Lamar's up how much, Chuck?
13-7.
13-7 over Waldron. So you got the battle of two former coaches there with Doug Powell and Coach Jones. Charleston was up, what was it, Isaac, 13?
We are back at the Mayflower.
14-7 over Mansfield. Charleston was up 14-7 over Mansfield.
Until halftime. We were a 7-0 lead. Mayflower and Bearcat.
Give a shout out to Miss Jan Taylor. There's going to be a pass from Gallup. He's in, and he's just going to tuck it and run. Wells is in pursuit, as well as Matson. Good job. That was Jacob Pereira. I think he's going to be short of the first down by 2, maybe 3 yards. Good job by Jacob. Gailey, I didn't see who jumped, tried to stop it, but he just decided to tuck it and run. Good pursuit by Elijah Wells, your far side defensive lineman.
That's why you never leave your feet. You never jump.
Never jump. So number 1 comes in for the Eagles. That's going to be Williams. He's the one that had that big kick return to start the game for the Eagles. 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. Ball's on the 40. Everybody in top for the Eagles. It's going to be a handoff, and Woodruff is back there in the backfield.
Their tight end wasn't set.
Tight end wasn't set, so that's going to back them up 5. I'd like to give a shout out to Aunt Rita. She's watching all the way in Washington State. She says, "Go Cats." Yes, it is. It's a good game, John. Yes, it is. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. Give a shout out to my cameraman, and computer man, and sidekick. Because without him, I wouldn't be able to do this. And give a shout out to our administration. The Eagles are going to go for it again. 4th and 7, and they're going to have a pass here. It's intended for Calvin, and he's sacked by Race Blanson. That boy, Race. I believe that's his first sack of the year. And the Cats are going to take over in Eagle territory.
Number 88, Race Blanchard, drops her for a sack. There'll be a turnover on down first and
So turnover and down for the Eagles. And that gets this place excited. Been kind of a little quiet. So Jacob Pereira is going to be your receiver. Osborne coming in late. He's going to be your left tackle. Goers is going to be your tight end on the left-hand side. Bouchard goes in motion, and Ray on the keeper. He pulls it from Wooldridge. Ray's still on his feet, and he's just going to kind of go down. 23, I'm sorry, that's 22. Colvin on the bottom of the pile for the Eagles.
Number 22, Chief Colvin, number 1, to Michael Williams.
Williams also.
4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6.
4 or 5 yards. Call it 2nd down.
So 5:51 left to go here till halftime. Ray comes up under center. Wooldridge is your fullback. Bouchard goes in motion. It's going to be handoff to Brooks over here on the left-hand side. Brooks, and he can get tackled for a loss. I believe that was Pye on the stop. Good job. Good for pursuit. Well, I don't want to say pursuit. What's the word I'm looking for, Isaac?
5-yard loss.
I can't think of it. If I think of it, I'll let y'all know.
Setting the edge.
Huh?
Setting the edge, stringing it out.
Yeah. Bouchard goes in motion again for the Cats. Ray on the keeper. Ray bounces to the outside. Brandon's got the first down. Iron Man loses the ball. Jacob Pereira again. I'll tell you what, Isaac, Jacob has come up big this year for the Cats. He's got 3 interceptions, and he recovered the fumble down here a while ago. And he's just come up big. So Blanchett's going to come in now. So he's going to be split out to the left side at receiver. Goers is going to come over here on the right-hand side at tight end. Brooks Herrera is your right halfback. Left halfback still Bouchard. Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be Ray on the keeper. Ray, good job there. Good penetration by the Eagles. That's big number 74. That's Xavier Credit. And big number 79 in there on the stop. And number 50 comes in. McLean, 79 is going to have to leave because his helmet came off. Used to, really didn't have to do that, but they started that back about when we was in school. Helmet come off, you had to come off a play. We toss over here to Bouchard. Chance cuts back, following his blocks. Good job, Chance. And he's wrapped up. I believe that was Pye on the stop for the Eagles. Good block over here. I believe that was Blanchett and Brooks Herrera blocking. So make it 1st and goal again for the Cats. That's the second time the Cats are in the red zone tonight. So 4:16 left to go. The Cats are starting to get a little bit more on this drive. Let's see if we can get into the end zone here. Bouchard goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Woolridge right up the middle. Well, more or less the right side. But that's number 50 on the stop for the Eagles. Be Todd McLean. So it makes it 2nd and goal from the 4.
6-yard pickup, 2nd goal from the 4.
Herrera is back in the game. Blanchett is out. He lines up to this side of the field. Broussard in motion. Ray will take it up the middle, and he is into the end zone.
And touchdown! Bearcats, Ironman Ray for 4. So with 3:34 left to go here until halftime, it's 13-0 Cats over the Eagles. That's going to bring on Kent to do the PAT as he moves ever so closely. Tatum to do the hold. Low snap, good hold by Tatum, and it's off the upright. Oh, man. So he still has 19 to go. If I got that counted right, figured right, still 19 to go to tie the score record for PATs. So with that, with 3:34 left to go here till halftime, Booneville Bearcats 13, Mayflower Eagles 0. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Mr. Kent to do the kickoff here for the Cats. Back deep for the Eagles is number 1. That's going to be Williams. And number 22, Colvin. And he kicks it over here to Colvin. It's going to be fielded about the 19-yard line. And he's got some room. And here, that's holding the kicker. I don't know how you don't call that. He's still on him. There's the flag. Thank you very much.
The 3 flags.
3 flags. Give him a personal foul, and I'll keep my comments quiet. So it was a good return. We turned it all the way down to the 36-yard line of the Cats. I did not see who made the stop. I was too busy watching our kicker.
Yes, I noticed 2 players down very early in that kickoff. Visually disgusting. This thing's pretty major. Ken is fine. Anything off the beat is fine.
Holding against the Eagles.
Against the Eagles.
So So that's going to be from the spot of the foul, which is about the 50. That's going to put them, maybe it's a little bit, well, anyways, 1st and 10 from the Eagles' own 37-yard line. So, I mean, doing chest compressions on the dude. Anywho, 1st and 10, 3:26 left to go till halftime, and Gailey hands off right up the middle to the fullback. I think that was Pye. I think they've. I believe it was Pye. I really hadn't seen number 34 in, Isaac, since like the first series on offense. So I don't know. That maybe changed something up here from the Eagles.
Yeah, 3-yard pickup, 7-7 for the Eagles.
So we have one guy split out here to the left, one to the right, and big number 34, he's back there. Ernest, he's back there in the backfield. And it's going to hand off to Colvin over here on the. Good job, Brooks Herrera, Race Blancett, and Ethan Waldridge in there on the stop. Boy, second tackle for the 9 for Race. First tackle and a sack. Got a timeout by the Cats. So that comes with 2:32 left to go here till halftime. 13-0 Cats over the Eagles. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Caden Shelton comes in for the Cats on defense. Normally he just plays center, but he's going to be playing some defense tonight. 3rd and 6. So Gailey comes up under center, and it's going to be a pass intended for number 1. That's going to be Williams. Mason Goers with a sack. Second sack tonight, and that's going to make it 4th down for the Eagles. Warren is up 14-7 over Dumas, and Lamar is now added to their lead. It's 19-7 Lamar over Waldron. Newport is up 13-0 over Mountain View. I believe we have a timeout against the Cats. So the Cats have 1 timeout left, and the Eagles have 2. Let's see, excuse me. Fordyce is up 21-0 over Junction City. I'm kind of surprised there, just a little. Let's see. Prescott is up 14-7 over Centerpoint. Or I guess I should say Prescott. Robertson and Nashville's in a close game. 7-0 Nashville over Robertson. Miss Tony Catlett says, "Go Cats." Well, I'll try to be funny. Maybe not as much as I am, I guess, Tony. Colvin to do the kick. Cats. Oh! Race Blanson does a little somersault there. And the Cats just going to throw him out of bounds. That's going to be Goers and Dove on the stop. Boy, Race, he's just kind of all over the place tonight. Getting a chance to have some playing time tonight. Kids, that's a good way. Get yourself out there and get some more playing time. Just make the best of opportunity. Not just in sports, but anything in life you do. You get a chance to do something, do it the best you can, and, you know, who can ask for more? If you're doing what you can do, doing the best you can, that's all you can do. So with that, Ray's going to come up under center. 2:16 left to go here till halftime. Bouchard and Brooks are your halfbacks. And it's going to be handoff to Waldridge right at the middle. Ethan still on his feet. He's going to be close to the first down.
That's number 20, Ethan Waldridge on the carry.
Number 74, Xavier Credit, and Jacob Stevens, number 24, on the stop for the Eagles.
9-yard pickup.
11 left in the first half. 13-0 Cats, and they're inside the Mayflower 30.
Jacob Herrera split out to the left. Goers is on the left-hand side as well. Cats are taking their time. 15 seconds left on the play clock with 1:57 left to go till halftime. And Bashard goes in motion. Ray on the keeper. Ray makes a guy move, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock with 1:49 left to go till halftime. That was number 22, Colvin. He's been all over the place for the Eagles on offense and defense. Gary Simpson, he says, shout out to two old guys, Hollis Whitehead and Johnny Slinker, from Mr. Gary Simpson. Ray comes up under center. This time Brooks goes in motion. It's going to be tossed over here to Brooks Herrera. Brooks cuts upfield. Brooks got a flag. Brooks is going to go in for a touchdown, but it's going to come back.
Brooks Herrera gets in for a score, but we do have a flag.
Touchdown.
Holding against the Cats, so take the touchdown away.
Head coach Doc Crawley's talking to the head ref, and I believe it's on that far left-hand side over there. Good job, though, by Brooks. You're tied in, yeah. Sometimes it's a little hard to get that end sealed off. It depends on how you come off the ball and where he's kind of lined up. So this time the Cats flip. Herrera's over here on the right-hand side. That's Jacob. Bashard goes in motion, and it's going to be a QB keeper. Ray, I'm not exactly sure if that was a QB keeper or busted. Kind of a QB draw from the flex bone wing tee formation, I guess you can say. Draws are more of a long drawn out run, show pass than run. So we got a minute left to go till halftime. Cats are taking their time, and Ray on the keeper. He pitches over here to Chance Bashard. Chance, and he stays in bounce, so the clock's still going to run. Makes it second and 9. It was second and 17. Makes it third and 9 now with 40 seconds left to go. Backfield is still the same. Iron Man gets set. And it's going to be a pass. And he's got Herrera. Jacob! Incomplete. I was kind of expecting a flag because he never turned his head. Anywho, 21 seconds left to go to a halftime. 4th down for the Cats. See if we go for it, we're going to bring Gavin Kent out. And we're going to bring Gavin Kent out to do the field goal. I hope he gets us here. Gavin has not made a field goal attempt in his high school career, and he so badly wants to. So wind's not blowing as much now as it was earlier. Starting to pick up, though, looking at the flag. And just to the right, he had the distance. That was what, 33 yards? He made one from 43 in pregame, but it was on the other end. But man, oh, that was so close. So 16 seconds left to go to halftime. Your Bearcats are up 13-0 over the Eagles. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate it. And just want to say thank you to Tony and all the other ladies that helped with the Bearcats, the Bearcat Foundation, and all the shirts. Thank you for giving me my shirt earlier today. And don't worry, I did give Eric the money. He has it. So Mr. Ross comes in for the Cats on the outside linebacker. That's going to be tossed over here to Pitt, or that's Pye. And he's wrapped up by Rocky Ross. We got a timeout. We do have a timeout with 4 seconds. Let's see if they add some time back to the clock. Oh, no. We got a slow guy. Tongue-tied again. Pye, he's having a hard time coming off the field.
They're going to be able to get him off the field.
Mayflower's going to take a timeout.
Mayflower has taken a timeout. We'll just keep this one right here.
So,
Only 4 seconds.
give you some other scores real quick. So Stuttgart's up 24-0 over Bald. Waldron has scored now, so it's Lamar 19, Waldron 14. Again, that's a battle of two former coaches. Got Coach Jones and Coach Powell. They both coached together down at Magazine. And Coach Powell's doing a real good job over at Waldron in his first year. Got to talk to Coach Powell at his nephew's wedding the other day. I'd like to congratulate Ethan and Ashton on their wedding. And hope and pray y'all have many years, and God blesses your marriage and everything. I really do. And got to talk to Coach Powell about Waldron and stuff. And, hopefully, they're going to continue this. And Doug's going to do a pretty good job. And he's excited, I know. And Eagles are going to get another playoff here. Welling was the original man in there. Had Waldridge in there as well. That's going to be the final play of the first half. So at halftime, Booneville Bearcats 13, Mayflower 0. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Let you enjoy your halftime show. You're watching Bearcat football. So here's your 2020 Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Got to talk to one of the band members the other night, and I know they're excited to be able to perform tonight. They've been hoping to, perform at other games, but COVID and everything. But I know they've been working hard, so here's your Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Hope you enjoy.
Movement 1, Star Spangled Spectacular. Movement 2, Land of the Free with Cats Interlude. Movement 3, God Bless the USA. Major Trenton Rhodes. Is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment. Mellophone soloist Ian Shackelford and guard soloist Smiling Sarah Grissom. And now we respectfully ask for your silence and attention as we honor all those who have courageously sacrificed for the freedoms we enjoy. The Booneville Bearcats Marching Band.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Zach back here for Isaac Brown. Give you some halftime scores. Lamar scored again, so it's Lamar 26, Waldron 14 at halftime. Have a score for the Magazine and Hector game. Hector is up 20-16. That's at halftime as well. So, Coach Ryan Chambers getting the Rattlers kind of woke up, and hopefully they can come away with a win tonight. They won big last week over Mountainburg, the kind of rivals for the Rattlers. Say kind of pretty big rivals, I think. And I know it's a pretty big deal. Wasps Magazine. So, speaking of that, I'd like to give a shout out to my wife and my kids. They are here tonight at homecoming. So, let me see here. Let's see if I can find you some scores from around our conference real quick. Let's see here. Isaac's looking up the stats for you. Again, we get our scouts from Mr. Glenn Parrish. He's on his little thing he does here. Clarksville is up 14-7 over Alma. I know that's not our conference, but don't worry, I'm still looking. CAC is up 14-7 over Heber Springs. CAC beat Mayflower earlier in the year. I believe that's the first game of the year for the Eagles. And Ozark is up 21-6 at halftime over Dardanelle. Nashville is up 20-14 over Robertson. That's in the second quarter. And Shiloh is up 21-14. That's in the second quarter over Prairie Grove. Warren is up 27-7 now over Dumas. That's in the second. And Prescott's up 28-10 over Centerpoint. That's also in the second quarter. Charleston is up 14-7 over Mansfield. McGee is up 21-6 over Camden Harmony Grove. And Newport is up now 27-0 at halftime over Mountain View. Rising, they're in Class 3A. If we have some playoffs, the Cats may come in kind of with the Wildcats of Rising. They're up over the Buckaroos of Smack over 20-6. That is in the second quarter.
Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back with some scores. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Cool 104.7.
Let's see here. All right, Isaac's got the stats pulled up right here. Let me find the thing. All right, so I hadn't found any scores for our conference yet, but Prairieville is at Two Rivers. Danville is at Atkins, so they both canceled last week, but they're playing this week. And anyways, Paris is at Baptist Prep, and so I don't know. Some of you may have joined since the start of the game. The way the conference standing stands now, Atkins is in first, standing at 2-0 in conference, and then us and Paris are next with 1-0 in conference. And then below us and Paris is Prairieville and Mayflower. They are 1-1 in conference. And then Two Rivers and Danville is both 0-1, and Baptist Prep is 0-2 in conference. The tiebreaker points, Atkins has 21. Us, Paris, and Prairieville all have 13 tiebreaker points, and Mayflower has 8. If you're wondering why in the world I'm telling you tiebreaker points, when it gets closer to the end of the season, tiebreaker points can become very crucial to your seeding, especially if you have the same amount of conference wins. It goes to the head-to-head, but say you've got 3 teams with the same conference, each of them's beating each other, your tiebreakers are going to come in, into effect, and so that determines how much you beat a team by. If, say, for example, the Cats beat Two Rivers 41-0, the Cats only get 13 tiebreaker points. So for every game that you beat an opponent more than 13, you just get 13 points. Anything where the score is closer, say like by 5 points or something, you just get 5 points. So very crucial as the time goes on. And with everything with COVID, all the Class 3A, they can opt to play in the playoffs, every team. Do a play-in game, and so as from what I've been reading, what I've read, that goes off your conference record, and then your head-to-head competition against your opponents, your tiebreaker, and then a coin toss. And so things will get interesting as the season goes on, and we'll keep a close eye on that. As far as your stats goes, the Eagles have 22 plays for 32 yards of offense with 11 minutes and 25 seconds time of possession. The Eagles have 21 rushing attempts for 32 yards. They are 0-1 for passing. They got 2 first downs. Both of those come on the ground. They are 1 of 6 for 16% on third down and 0 for 3 on fourth down. They have 3 penalties for 20 yards, and they have 3 punts averaging about 24.7, so about 25 yards a punt. So the Cats have 30 plays for 197 yards of offense with 12 minutes and 19 seconds time of possession. All of the Cats' yards are on the ground. There have been 2 pass completions. One was in the corner end zone on the left-hand side to Jacob Pereira. The other one was over here on the right-hand side. And Jacob wasn't able to haul it in. One of them, he had to try to catch it, and the guy lost his helmet. And the Cats are coming out onto the field right now. Try to give you individual stats. The leading rusher for the Eagles is Ed Pye, number 2. He has 7 carries for 26 yards. Jamal Pitts, number 3, has 5 carries for 8 yards. DJ Ernest, he's the big fullback. Him and Ed Pye, they got some pretty good size to them. Got some little quick burst on them as well. But Ernest, he has 3 carries for 6 yards. JT Colvin, number 22, has 3 carries for 1. And then the quarterback, Noah Gailey, has 3 carries for -9 yards. The leading tackler is going to be Colvin, number 22. He has 6 tackles, 4 solo. Pye, number 2, has 4.5 tackles, 2 solo. Number 79, again, we don't have a number or a name for 79. This is number 79. He's got 2.5 stops as well. And get you some stats for the Cats real quick. Brandon Ironman Ray has 14 carries for 104 yards and a touchdown. Chance Bouchard has 5 carries for 56 yards. Ethan Wooldridge, your fullback, has 5 carries for 19 yards. And Brooks Herrera, your other halfback, him and Chance Bouchard are starting at halfback. The first game's starting at halfback for him. But Brooks has 4 carries for 18 yards. Your leading tackler for the Cats is Rocky Ross. He's got 4.5 stops. He's got 1 tackle for loss. Ray Splanson is next with 3. He's got a tackle for loss and a sack, as well as 2 solo. Brett Welling, he has 3 assists and 1 solo. And, yeah, okay. Ethan Wooldridge, he has 5 assists and 2.5 tackles. Some of you may not get all that. I'm still trying to understand all of it too, but you get your solo and your assist, and you divide your assist tackles, right, by 2. And so that's how you wind up, say, with lesser tackles, even though they may have, like Rocky Ross, 4 tackles, or 4 solo, 1 assist. Divide that by 2, he's got 4.5 total tackles. So if I'm saying that wrong, y'all can hit up Mr. Glenn Parrish. He can probably explain a little bit better than I can. But that's the explanation from the exact dictionary, I guess. Anyways, got about a minute left to go.
An assist is half a tackle.
Assist is half a tackle, yeah. You and another guy making a stop. So that's why you divide it by 2. The Eagles was able to move the ball. Able to move the ball just a little on the Cats. 46 seconds left to go till the start of the second half. And we'll take a little quick break. We'll be right back. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat Football. So we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off G.J. George Drive. That's going to be number 7 to do the kickoff. That's going to be Stafford, and that's going to be fielded by Rocky Ross. Rocky cuts up over to the right side, now back in the middle. Rocky's still on his feet. Rocky Ross cuts over to the left-hand side. He just got Pitts to beat, and he just kind of slips down.
Number 4, Rocky Ross with a big return to the Bearcats.
So the Cats are going to take over. Out at the 48. Just have one guy left.
Good return by Rocky Ross.
So good way to start the second half there, Isaac.
That was a good return.
Bouchard goes in motion. Ray on the keeper. Ray heads to the sidelines, following Bouchard. You got a flag. That's going to come back. but Randon Ironman Ray, touchdown, Bearcats, 51 yards. But that's going to come back. Got a holding call.
I'm afraid this one's coming back. So this will be,
Man.
it'll be the second touchdown negated by a penalty.
So, yeah, as Chuck mentions, that's the second touchdown the Cats have got called back because of a holding call. Luckily, the Cats was able to answer earlier, come up short on the PAT as it hit the upright. So that's going to be, should be from the spot of the foul, correct? And so,
it'll be actually first and 9.
First and 9 from the 50.
First and 9. Ball caught at the 50-yard line.
So your line's still the same. Shelton, your center. Welling is your right guard. Barnes is your right tackle. Your left guard and left tackle. Elijah Wells is your left guard. Brooks Herrera goes in motion. And it's a handoff to Chance Bouchard. Chance Bouchard, will he go? 50 yards to the 10, 5, touchdown, Bearcats. Chance Bouchard for 50. But your left tackle is Mr. Cameron Osborne. He's getting his first start tonight at left tackle. Your tight end is Mason Goers, number 10. And Jacob Herrera was your receiver. Backfield, Woldridge is your fullback. Your right halfback is Brooks Herrera. Your left halfback is Mr. Chance Bouchard, who just went 50 yards for a touchdown. And Randon Ironman Ray is your quarterback. The Cats are going to go for 2 to try to make it 21-0. And that score comes with 11-14 left to go here in the third. And then it's a toss over here to Brooks. Brooks, and he's just going to get stopped for a loss. I believe that was Pye over there on the stop. So that's going to put Chance Bouchard over 100 yards, and the Cats have 2 guys over 100 yards tonight. 106 for Chance Bouchard. 106 total yards. So maybe the Cats will get another guy join the 200-yard club. Let me see here. Well, trying to get brought up on my phone. So Pastor Brother Hank says, talk amongst yourselves real quick. I'll try to get this brought up.
Kicking for Booneville will be number 8, Gavin Kent.
So Mr. Kent to do the kicking back deep. It's going to be number 22. And number 1, that's going to be Williams and Colvin. Here's Kent's kick, high kick, and it's going to be fielded about the 15-yard line by Colvin. And Mason, no, I'm sorry, that's Ray Splancett and Cody Elliott on the stop. So that's Race's 4th tackle on the night.
Number 88, Ray Splancett on the
Game on Facebook.
Unless somebody else comes up with
So
even more impressive.
I think Race, he may just have earned himself some time, Isaac, and on the starting defense. Which I know technically, yes, he's starting now, but I'm talking about as the season goes on, you know.
I've got 3 votes for Ray Splancett right now. First and 10 at the 22-yard line for Mayflower.
So Mayflower's going to take over on their own 22. 11:09 left to go here in the third. 19-0 Cats. It's going to be handed off. That's
going to be Brett Welling.
Welling on the stop, sophomore. Was that Williams on the carry for the Eagles? Couldn't tell. Boy, that wind is sure starting to blow now.
Number 3, Jamel Pitts on the carry. Tackle for loss by number 55.
That was Pitts on the carry, number 3, I believe.
2-yard loss in the second 14.
So 2nd and 14 from the 18-yard line.
The Booneville Bearcats on the road next week to Baptist Prep. That's in West Little Rock. Right on Highway 10.
Got 2 receivers over here to the left. This is going to be toss over here to Ernest. And Rocky Ross. And was Woldridge in there as well?
34, DJ Ernest on the carry.
Rocky, he's playing in your nose guard. Elijah Wells, he's your left tackle. Your right tackle on defense is Brett Welling. Your outside linebackers, is number 10, Mason Goers, and number 88, Race Blancett. Your Mike and Sam linebackers is number 20, Ethan Woldridge, and number 11, Casey Matson. You two corners, your right corner over here is Jacob Herrera, and Chance Bouchard is your left corner. And Galilee hands it off to number 3. That's going to be Pitts, and Woldridge in there, and Wells, and Race Blancett again. Well, Race, he has come out here in the second half, fired up. Did a little somersault in the first half with the help from an Eagle player. So the Eagles will punt for the 4th time tonight. So 9:15 left to go here in the 3rd. And Colvin to do the punting. Back deep is Brooks Herrera, 22. And Chance Bouchard, number 7. Low punt, or low snap and low punt. And Brooks is going to field it. He's just going to take it up the right sideline. And he's going to be wrapped up out of bounds at the
22, Brooks Herrera.
Yeah. I'm not going to say nothing. Isaac knows what I was going to say, but anyways, 8:58 left to go here in the 3rd. The Cats are in Eagles territory again. And let's see if we can get in the end zone. Last time, Chance Bouchard went 50 yards. That puts him up over 100 yards. 106 yards to be exact. So Ray comes up under center. Bouchard goes in motion, and it's going to be Ray on the keeper. He's got some blocks over here. Ray kind of run out of bounds. Colvin and up on the stop, as well as number 11, Ronow.
He's tackled by 22. JT Colvin and number 11, James Renee.
Renee. That's what the RPA announcer said. So. Ronau. Bouchard goes in motion again. It's going to be hand off to... Nope. Yep, hand off to Woldridge. I was thinking it was a pass for a second. So 79 on the stop again. And we don't have a name for him, so that's going to move him up to about 3 tackles for the game. Jacob Herrera's your receiver on the left-hand side. Bouchard in motion, Ray on the keeper. Randon dives forward. He's got the first down. And Colvin on the stop again for the Eagles, number 22.
He dives for a Booneville Bearcat. First down. Tackle was made by number 22, JT Colvin.
Yes, Mayflower actually did a fairly good job pursuing. Ray had to dive to get that first down.
So 1st and 10 with 8:10 left to go here in the 3rd. Ray comes up under center. Brooks, Herrera, and Bouchard are your halfbacks. And it's going to be a handoff back to Brooks. Brooks is following his block there. Good job. Just followed his right on his hip and the outside shoulder. And he gets about 5 yards on the carry.
Tackle was led by number 11, James Renee.
Renee on the stop, number 11. I believe that was Barnes on the little pull there. Ray gets set. And he's going to be a QB keeper over here on the right-hand side. Good block there by Herrera, your outside receiver. And he gets down to about the 5-yard line. You've got an Eagles player slow to get up. That's going to be Colvin.
But that's a Booneville Bearcat. First down.
So 1st and goal for the Cats from the 5.
First and goal from the 5-yard line for the Bearcats.
Bouchard goes in motion again. It's going to be a handoff to Woldridge up the middle. He gets maybe a yard or so. So Atkins is up 30-16 over Danville right now.
2-yard gain. He's tackle number 24, Jacob Stevens.
6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Booneville trying to punch another one in.
Cats taking their time. Got about 6:48 left to go here in the 3rd, and Bouchard goes in motion. We got a flag. It'll be a false start more than likely against the Cats. And that's what it's going to be. So it's going to back it up, and it's going to make it 2nd and 8 from the 8.
Urine scored another touchdown. They've gone ahead of Mountain Home at halftime, 24-21.
Bouchard goes in motion again. It's going to be a QB keeper, Ray, on the right-hand side. Iron Man. He's going to be short, maybe half a yard or so. I mean, the side judge is standing pretty much on the goal line. So just right inside the 1 yard line. We'll call it 3rd and half an inch. Jacob Herrera split out to the left, far left. Bouchard goes in motion, and it's going to be Wooldridge. Ethan Wooldridge. Touchdown, Bearcats. That comes with 6:01 left to go here in the 3rd. And looks like the Cats are going to go for just 1. I got a piece of confetti in here. Peyton Tatum to do the hold. And the kick is good. So let's make that 18 to Mr. Gavin and the Golden Leg. Kent ties the school record for PATs. So 26-0. Cats over the Eagles. 6:01 left to go here in the 3rd. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Chuck says Paris 14, Baptist Prep 7. I believe that's being played at Baptist Prep, which is in Little Rock. Cats travel to Baptist Prep next week.
Kicking for Booneville will be number 8, Gavin Kent.
And Kent to do the kick, and back deep is Williams. And that's Pitts. Williams on the reception. Good job. And we got some flags going on. We've got a fight. My goodness, get him out of here. He just jumped on top of Cody Elliott, and I didn't see who come in late. But I don't know who was for our Cats, but I'm going to say it right now, that's a good job by the Cats sticking up for your own player, even though technically you're not supposed to do that. That's why the flags come in. That's a good way to start something. And we'll figure out what's going on here real quick. All right, here's the head ref. Holding. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Unsportsmanlike. And he is out of here. So I'll apologize. That was a little premature on my part, but doggone it. He's not leaving yet. That's number 6. The same one that did it to Gavin earlier.
official will tell Coach Emerson which player it is that is going to have to leave.
He's going to have to. So the Eagles are going to have the ball on their own. What is that, the 10? I hadn't seen a single person leave the sideline over there. Oh, I see him over there. Yeah, he's over there. Looks like with his. He's over there all by the bleachers. There he goes. He's leaving now. So, number 23 goes in motion for the Eagles. Right up the middle. Good burst there. Was that number 2? Yes, it was. That was Pye on the carry. He's been the leading rusher tonight for the Eagles.
Number 2, Ed Pye on the carry. Tackled by 55, Brett Welling, and number 20, Ethan Woolard. 6-yard pickup. Second and 4.
Second down, about 4 yards to go. One wide either side of the field.
So we got a receiver to either side. And that's Colvin in motion. And it's going to be, I think that was Pye. Yep, that was Pye on the carry. Wooldridge on the stop for the Cats. Joe Wickton says, Bearcat lives matter. So 4:52 left to go in the third. 26-0 Cats over the Eagles.
33 for the Eagles. Ball spot at their own 20.
Got 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be tossed over here to Pye. And he cuts back. He's going to have the first down for the Eagles.
Right at the 25-yard line before he can be brought down.
I believe that was number 76 on the stop for the Cats. That's going to be Gage Bouchard. Gage comes out now. Wells comes out, or in.
Number 2, Ed Pye on the carry. Made by number 76.
Tatton Rice comes out for the Cats. He was in, number 57. Got Blanchett in there. That's your outside linebacker. He's over here on the right-hand side, number 88. Bearcats shift, and it's going to be Pye again. Good job there by, or I'm sorry, not Barnes. That's Welling on the stop.
Number 2, Ed Pye on the carry. Tackled by number 55, Brett Welling. 3-yard pickup, second and 7.
Number 1, Jamaica Williams comes in with the play.
So 2 receivers to the right. You have Pye and Pitts in the backfield. It's going to be tossed to Pye on the right-hand side. Pye cuts back, and there's a whole slew of Cats in there. You got Wells and Matson in there. Welling.
Number 2, Ed Pye on the carry. He's held up by number 4,
and Ethan Wooldridge coming off the bottom there. So it's going to be third and about 5 from the 30. The Eagles are on their own 30 right now.
Number 9 is with the play. Number 3 rather, that's Pitts.
So Danville was up 30-16, right, at halftime. Or Atkins was up over Danville, sorry. Casey Matson with the tackle for loss. That was Pitts on the carry. So that brings up 4th and 9. So yes, Atkins is up 30-16 over Danville at halftime. That's being played at Atkins. Paris is up 21-7 now at halftime. That's being played at Baptist Prep. So Colvin to do the punting for the Eagles. Bouchard and Brooks Herrera back deep for the Cats. Timeout, charge towards the Eagles. So that's their first timeout of the second half. They have 2 left. The Cats have all 3 of theirs left. So 2:06 left to go here in the third. Bearcats 26, Eagles 0. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. So we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off DJ George Drive here at Shield Field.
Mayflower to punt, JT.
Colvin, high snap.
High snap, he got
And
it away.
Ross was almost back there to block it. And Brashard, let's see if we can get him in the end zone again. Chance Brashard's got a couple guys in front of him. Chance. And it gets tackled about the 9-yard line. Williams was in there, and number 11, Renee on the stop. Good job by Brashard. Boy, that was could have been a, what, 55-yard return for him.
That'll be the number 76, Randy Spikes.
Yes, actually they're going to mark it inside the 10 at the 9.
So first and goal from the 9. 1:53 left to go here in the third. Jacob Pereira splits out to the left. Goers is your tight end on the right-hand side. Richard and Brooks Herrera are your halfbacks. Brooks went in motion, and Ray on the keeper. He gets maybe 5 yards on the carry. Yes, Shelton Caden just got a pancake. Just now? Oh, that's why he got a pancake? You trip? Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Maybe half a pancake? Oh. So Bashard goes in motion. He gets the toss. Chance Bashard from 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. So 32-0 with 1:15 left to go here in the third. And that's going to bring on Mr. Kent to do the PAT. Your fullback, Ethan Waldron, is going to be doing the snapping. Peyton Tatum going to do the holding. Gavin Kent to do the PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Booneville Bearcats 33, Mayflower Eagles 0. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. You're watching Bearcat football, and we'll be right back. Back here at Bearcat Stadium, Mr. Bashard gets a little break here on the kickoff team. Number 15 comes in for the Cats. That's going to be Skylar Shelton. You got Trace Hall out there as well, number 9. Peyton Tatum, number 12. Cody Elliott's number 32. Rocky Ross is 4. Skylar Shelton is number 15. High kick by Kent. It's going to be fielded. Ball's on the ground. And I believe the Cats got it. Let's see who comes up with it. Is that Tayton Ross? Who had it? It is. Tayton Ross with the recovery.
And on the kickoff, there was a fumble by Mayflower as the kick was
Football play recovered by number 57, Tayton Rice.
So with 1:11 left to go here in the third quarter,
First and 10 for the Bearcats.
looks like you have Mr. PT Peyton Tatum in at quarterback now for the Cats.
27-yard line of the Eagles.
Richard is still in at halfback. Oh, I'm sorry. Rocky Ross comes in. And Richard's going to get a break. Brooks Herrera is still in. And Casey Matson, he is in at fullback now. Goers is still your tight end, and all your linemen are still the same. Jacob Herrera is still your receiver. And Ross goes in motion. Ross gets the ball. Rocky, spin move. Rocky's still on the ground. I didn't like how he got hit there. Kind of did a helmet to the thigh pad. So we'll take a little break and be right back. Mr. Rocky Ross comes off the field. Luckily, it was just a cramp. Still, those ain't fun. So 57 seconds left to go here in the third. And the Cats have got a couple of the backups in. Peyton Tatum, he's in at quarterback now. Chance Bouchard comes back in at halfback since Rocky comes out with cramps. Brooks Herrera still in at halfback. And Casey Matson, he's going to be a fullback.
Ross off the field. He just had some transfer. Broussard's back in.
And it's going to be handoff to Matson right up the middle. Casey's got the first down.
He has the first down at the 17-yard line. Time to get first and 10. Cats at 15. Broussard in
Bouchard goes in motion. And Peyton Tatum on the keeper.
He's at the 10. And
Gets up over to about the 10. He's wrapped up by number 2. That's going to be Pye. We've got an Eagle player slow to get up. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Your score is your Booneville Bearcats 33, Mayflower Eagles 0. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We are back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off Mr. G.J. George Drive. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. George. I'm not sure if he's watching or not, but I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. George. Mr. George, #1 Bearcat fan. Mr. George is awesome, and come to my wedding, so that's pretty cool. That made my day. Him and Coach Holloway come to help make the day even more special. So Bouchard goes in motion for the Cats, and it's going to be a handoff to Brooks. Brooks, he gets maybe a yard or two. So number 24 on the stop for the Eagles, Stevens. So that's going to be 3rd and 2, short 2. Blansett going to be in at receiver. He's split out to the right. Matson is your fullback. And Peyton Tatum is going to be your quarterback. And it's going to be handoff to Matson right up the middle. Casey! He just dropped his beanbag, and he's in. Touchdown, Bearcats. Casey Matson for 6 yards out. That's going to invoke the mercy rule. Makes it 39-0. The Cats are going to go for 1. Mr. Waldridge going to do the snapping. Mr. Tatum to do the holding. Mr. Gavin, the Golden Leg Kent, to do the PAT. Snap the hold, and it is good. So with 11:05 left to go here in the ball game, it's Booneville Bearcats 40, Mayflower Eagles 0. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. We'll take a little break. You're watching Bearcat football. So we're back here, Bearcat Stadium. Charleston is up 42-7 over Mansfield. So back deep for the Eagles is going to be number 3 and number 1, Williams and Pitts. Give you a couple of guys that's out there on the special teams. Over here on this side, number 5, that's going to be Dunn Daniel. 22, Brooks Herrera. 88, Race Blancett. 33, Brendan Dove. And 57, Tayton Rice. Good kick by Gavin. And it's going to go into the end zone.
And the kick's going to go out for a touchdown.
42-7, the Steele Charleston on top of Mansfield.
So got a couple new faces coming out there on defense. Number 75 comes in. It's going to be Brendan Cook. 76, Gage Bouchard comes back out there. Cameron Osborne, he's going to come out on defense. He's been starting over there on the offensive line at left tackle. Trace Hall is in there. 70, that's Cameron Osborne. Cameron. Yeah, at the start of the year, it says his number was 58, but he changed over to 70. So Cody Elliott is in at linebacker. And Dunn Daniel, he's in at linebacker as well. It's going to be handed off. Brendan Dove on the stop for the Cats. That's number 33 on the carry for the Eagles. Let me find him here. Morris, Gabe Morris. Tatum's in at safety as well as Brooks Herrera. He's still in at safety. Tayton Rice is your outside linebacker on the right-hand side. Brendan Dove, he's your outside linebacker over here on the left. Gavin Kent, he's in that corner on the right-hand side. That's not Brooks out there. That's at the right-hand safety. That's 15. That's Skylar Shelton. That's going to be handoff right up the middle. The first down, got Tatum in there on the stop. Dunn Daniel and Cameron Osborne. Is that Morris on the carry? Or 30, yeah, he's Morris.
33, Gabe Morris on the carry.
So it'll be a first down for the Eagles. 7:55. Again, it's a running clock. Mercy rule is invoked. Anytime somebody scores 35 points, invokes the mercy rule. Clock does not stop unless timeouts or official tells them to stop. So you're going to have one receiver split out to the right. Morris and Pitts are in the backfield. It's going to be hand off to Pitts on the left-hand side. And Tayton Rice with a stop. He's got a fumble recovery. That helped put the Cats up by another touchdown. Danville is up 36-22. Or Adkins, man. Well, hey, Danville's making a comeback, so just saying. Anyways, Adkins 36, Danville 22. That's in the third. Paris is still up 21-7 at halftime, it says, over Baptist Prepped. And it's going to be hand off to number 23. And Cody Elliott on the stop. Number 23 is the ball carrier. That's going to be Bryant for the Eagles. Greenland is up 14-6 at halftime. And Cedarville is up 12-0 at halftime over Hackett. Cedarville was up 14-6 over Lincoln. And Harrisburg's up 13-2 over Molina. Prescott's up 28-10 over Centerpoint. Lamar and Waldron still says 26-14 at halftime. Gailey is still your quarterback, and he's going to hand off to Pitts. And, Dunn Daniel had him back there in the backfield, but he able to squirt through for a first down. Dove in there for the Cats on the stop.
Magazine leads 32-26 over Hector in the fourth.
32-26. Magazine over Hector. So Magazine looks like Mr. Chambers down there. Get the Rattlers going. They've Hector hadn't scored in a long time. Make some halftime adjustments. Hand off to Pitts again. Pitts. And he's going to have another first down. He's going to be stopped by Tatum. And Cody Elliott, I believe, is the other guy in there.
The Eagles ball spot at the Booneville 46-yard line.
One receiver split out to the right. That's going to be, or to the left. That's going to be Rawls. Excuse me. Morris on the carry. That's Cody Elliott on the stop for the Cats. And Dub was in there, and I think even Cook was in there. 4:38 left to go in the ball game. 40-0. Cats over the Eagles. Number 13 comes in. It's going to be Duncan. He's going to split out to the left. Mayflower is coming to the line quickly. It's going to be handoff to number 23. That's Brian on the left-hand side. One guy to beat. Still on his feet. Steps out of bounds. Cody Elliott was able to force him out at the 28-yard line.
Brian's on the carry. He picks up the first down for the Eagles. He's trying to shut down for number 32.
And this is the best field position Mayflower's really had all night, Isaac. Yeah. Haley on her center, and it's going to be handoff to Morris right up the middle. Dove on the stop, as well as Elliott. So next week, Mayflower will be at home against Perryville. Booneville will travel to Baptist Prep. That's going to be down at Little Rock. And Atkins and Paris play next week. It's going to be tossed over here to Morris. And he has met a whole slew of Cats. You had Tatum in there. I think Elliott was the first guy to come in with contact with him. Dunn Daniel in there on the stop as well for the Cats. So 2:49 left to go. It's 3rd and 4. See if the Cats defense can hold them here. And it's going to be handoff to Pitts on the left-hand side. He's got the first down. Cody Elliott again in there on the stop. Looks like Gavin Kent as well.
He's down number 32, Cody Elliott.
And number 26, Jasper Franklin on the stop. Here comes Ray Splancett back in. Cameron Osborne's going to get a break. Jasper Franklin, he's going to be in at your outside linebacker on the far side. Skylar Shelton is in. That's going to be handoff. Nope. It's going to be QB keeper, excuse me. He sheds a tackle. Trace Hall kind of shoelace tackle there. Jasper Franklin in there as well as Dunn Daniel. 1:55 left to go in the game. Eagles are trying desperately to get on the scoreboard here before the game is over. 2nd and 10 from the 14. They can get a first down without going in. So Williams is going to be split out to the left. Gailey is still your quarterback. Going to be handoff to Pitts on the left-hand side. And he's going to get in. Touchdown Eagles with 1:25 left to go in the game. It's 40-6. Mayflower is number 7. Alex Stafford to do the kicking. And Morris to do the hold. Snap. Kick is up. And it is good. So your Booneville Bearcats 40. Mayflower Eagles 7. Got 50 seconds left to go. And may just have enough time for the kick return. Got 40 seconds, so yeah, we may not even have time for that. Nah. Yeah, they hadn't started the play clock, so that's going to be the final play of the ball game. So your final score is going to be Booneville Bearcats 40, Mayflower Eagles 7. I say that when there's still 17 seconds, but so your Booneville Bearcats will travel next week all the way down to Little Rock, down Highway 10, to face the Baptist Prep Eagles. Atkins and Paris plays next week. So the Cats. So the Cats moved to 2-0 in conference. Right now, Atkins is leading, so they would move to 3-0. Paris is leading, and they'd move to 2-0. So next week, in all technicality, battle of one of the 2 seeds, because right now us and Paris are in second as far as conference wins goes. So next week is crucial for the conference championship race as far as that's concerned. Prairieville is still 1-1, didn't have a score on them. And Two Rivers plays Danville next week. They are both 0-1 in conference. And Baptist Prep is still 0-2. And last time I checked, all those teams were still trailing. So see if I have some quick stats. Maybe if we got some updated.
As I say, I have 3 votes in for them. Do go see those fine folks. Reminder of October days tomorrow. A lot of stuff going on. Arkansas Marathon.
Brandon Ray finished with 151 yards on 20 carries. Chance Bouchard had 7 carries for 111 yards. And Brooks Herrera had 6 for 26 yards. Ethan Wooldridge, 8 for 23. Casey Manson, 2 for 10. Rocky Ross had 1 carry for 9 yards. And Peyton Tatum, 1 for 5. Ross finished with 6 tackles. Welling had 5.5. Race Glancett had 5. Brendan Dove had 5. Cody Elliott had 4.5. Wooldridge and Matson. Wooldridge had 4 and Matson had 2.5. Give you some stats for the Eagles real quick.
We'll talk to you next
Well,
week. We'll be in Little Rock.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So the Eagles, Pye was your leading rusher with 40. Pitts had 35 yards on 13 carries. And Bryant had 25 yards. Cats finished with 335 yards of offense. The Eagles had 122 yards of offense on 47 plays. The Cats had 47. Eagles had 44 plays. Again, Eagles had 44 plays for 122 yards, and the Cats had 47, 335. Cats came out and played pretty good. Have to get player of the game on the offense. Brandon Ironman Ray, give it to Chance Bouchard as well. Goes over 100 yards for the first time. On defense, got to give it to Race Blancett and Rocky Ross. Stepped up and played pretty good. For Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. And as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.